This is the Reds POSTCAST, your instant game reaction for the Cincinnati Reds. Part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
Good evening, Reds fans, and welcome to Groundhog Day. The Locked On Reds postcast brought to you by Locked On Reds and the Locked On MLB Network, your team every day. I'm Tim Daniel. I am a long-suffering, lifelong, horrible, disgusting, heartbroken Reds fan, and I have unfortunately podcasting about this team for 5 years at publications such as Late Night Reds and the Riverfront. And I am so appreciative that you guys want to come spend time with me tonight for some reason as we discuss the Reds having a god-awful loss tonight to the St. Louis Cardinals 7-5. If you are just checking my show out for the first time, welcome. I'm so happy to have you here. Please be sure to hit that notification button here on YouTube so you can not only get my show after each and every single Reds game, but you can get Jeff and Steve Monday through Friday on Locked On Reds. If, you still care at this point about this team, good on you. I'm running out of my Fs, as you guys can tell by this episode, which is brought to you by Monarch Money. Take control of your finances with Monarch Money. Use code LOCKEDONMLB at monarchmoney.com for 50% off your first year. On tonight's show, we're going to talk about how much that loss sucked. That's what we're going to do. We're going to talk about Zack Littell, who had a really rough start to the game and looked really good after he settled down. And I have to end it on a high note because Brian Hayes gave the Reds a chance to win, and they didn't. Let's start the show.
This is what you'll be talking about.
So that, you guys remember when occasionally we talk about a win here? We'd have times here where we'd come in here, we'd talk about a win. I know it was really only last Sunday, but it feels like it's been a month. August has sucked for the Cincinnati Reds. It has been atrocious. And here's the thing about this. It'd be one thing if this was 1 August that this happens. Jeff kind of broke this down at the beginning of the month. This happens every August in the 2020s, it feels like, besides 2020. It's just they get these really nice June and Julys. We all start feeling good. We're all excited. We're like, oh my gosh, they're going to make a playoff run. And then August comes and they poop the bed. They poop the bed. So, yeah. Reds are cooked. Reds are cooked. And they were obviously cooked before this, coming off the Dodgers series, but tonight just showed more and more why they're cooked. And, it's they probably should have won tonight. They gave themselves a lot of chances to win tonight. The Cardinals gave them chances to win tonight. They had 12 stinking hits tonight. And they were not able to put anything together. So, yeah. Oh, by the way, 2 for 13 with runners in scoring position. Isn't this fun? Isn't this fun, everybody? Watching this team just crush our souls every night. I'm crashing out. Can't you guys tell? 2 for 13 with runners in score position, 14 left on base, 3 errors. I don't know how else you could point to this game and say how else they lost. They couldn't get a big hit and they played awful defense. This has been a trend now for a little while. And let's just get to it, because I know that everyone wants to say it, and I know everyone can't wait. I'm just waiting. I somehow have not seen it yet in the chat. We are 4 minutes into the show, and I have not seen move Elly to the outfield after a game. He had 2 errors. You guys have learned. Maybe you're right, but we don't have to hear it anymore because we all know he has been really bad on defense. We don't have to go through this every single time. And Seth says something here that's extremely funny after how they lost in Arizona, that Banfield looked capable of handling catching extras in his opinion. Because you know what? He did look capable of that. And he had a hit. He had his first big league hit tonight. That was cool. That was neat. But the first error, yeah, that sucked. That's 100% Elly De La Cruz. That's terrible. That was just awful. You can't feel that. And then I hear Larkin go out there, and oh boy, this was a Barry Larkin specialty game, wasn't it? We're going to talk about, I got to bring this up now that it's in my head. Sorry, guys. But when he has that error, which is like a simple ground ball to the shortstop, right? And he goes, and Larkin goes, well, you can tell he's tired. Yeah, we talk about that all the time. And I defend Elly De La Cruz all the time. But that one, that was awful. We all love Jose Trevino. I love Jose Trevino. I think he's a great backup catcher. He's had a lot of catcher interferences of late. I feel like that hasn't come up enough. Like, how does that keep happening? I mean, Wilson Contreras, obviously he knows all about it from that. And, I do get it. Like Dunstan says here, I 1,000% agree. Yeah, I know he's playing hurt. Dundon. I'm sorry. I'm probably butchering your name completely. But Dundon, just something like that. I apologize. Yeah, I agree with your point. Yeah, I agree he's playing hurt. Sit him. I just had this big spiel about it the other day. Sit him. Oh, Barry Larkin, point number 2. Santiago Espinal comes up at one point in the game. And he goes, he always brings up you're always going to get a good at bat from Santiago Espinal. This is probably the picture I should use for the thumbnail. 580 OPS, 300 at bats, hasn't even sniffed a home run. Like Elly at least hits him to the warning tracks with his bad knee. 2 for his last 15, 6 for his last 30, 12 for his last 51. Good at bats. That's what our Hall of Fame color commentator said today. Oh man, pretty brutal. Couple other things, St. Louis gave them a lot of chances. I mean, St. Louis literally gave their free runner away at one point in the 9th inning. No, it wasn't. I'm sorry, I had that wrong. But in the 9th inning, the runner tries to take third on Pagan and just like gives himself up, and they still can't find a way to win the game. Yeah. This has been hard, guys. I really like when I would come on here and talk about wins with you guys. That was fun. It feels like it's been a long time. Tonight was a painful loss. And I didn't think it would hurt after the Dodgers series. I thought like the Dodgers series just basically declaring them DOA, that it was over with. They still found a way to hurt me. They still found a way to hurt me in my soul. Whatever. I just care too much. You know what? Who was good tonight? It took him a bit, but Zack Littell ended up putting a pretty decent start together. So we're going to have some positive conversation here. Let's talk about that and more right after this. Hey Reds fans, are you still paying full price for gas? Stop leaving money behind. Get real cash back every time you fill up with the free Upside app. Simply download the free Upside app in the App Store or Google Play right now and start $100 a year just from buying the gas you already needed. At first, I thought this was too good to be true, right? But it's totally legit. Real people are getting paid just to make their daily commutes, and you can too. Plus, you can cash out anytime to your bank account, PayPal, or an e-gift card for Amazon and other brands. Don't let this offer drive on by. Download the free Upside app now using my limited time promo code SEASON for a limited time 25 cents per gallon bonus. That's promo code SEASON. Offers vary by user and location. Go to upside.com for terms and conditions. Most people can't name all their financial accounts or even what they're worth, whether it's a 401k, properties, or investments. And when you don't have the full picture, you can end up leaving money on the table. That's why there is Monarch Money. It's an all-in-one personal finance tool that brings your entire financial life together in one clean, easy-to-use interface on your laptop or your phone. Monarch is built for people with busy lives. If you've put off organizing your finances, Monarch is for you. Monarch does the heavy lifting for you. You can link all your accounts in minutes, see clear data value, get smart categorizations of your spending, and financially feel in control of your money without ever touching a spreadsheet. As we know, Tim loves hats, right? Got plenty of them sitting around here on my desk. Go to Fanatics all the time, buy a lot of them because I love when the Reds have new ones come out. And Monarch Money showed me that I need to watch out what I'm doing there. And I need to get my stuff a little bit in order. And that's what I've been able to do with this and been a little bit more picky and choosy. And my wife definitely appreciates that too. Manifesting investments, increasing your savings rate, easily reviewing finances with your partner and financial advisor, keeping a clear view of your financial health week to week and long-term, etc. Don't let financial opportunities slip through the cracks. Use code LOCKEDONMLB at monarchmoney.com in your browser for half off your first year. That's 50% off your first year at monarchmoney.com. Use code LOCKEDONMLB. Hey, Locked On listeners, please be sure to do me a quick favor here while you're at it. We've put together a survey to learn more about our listeners and make your favorite podcast even better. Go to lockedonpodcast.com/survey to get started, or if you're watching along here on YouTube, you can scan this QR code at the bottom of the screen. Everyone who completes the survey will be enrolled for a chance to win one of 10 $100 Amazon gift cards. Also, I want to shout out all of my everydayers hanging out here through the good and the bad here on the Locked On Reds postcast. It's really great to spend some time with you guys every single night. Please be sure to hit that notification button so you also can become an everyday if you're not already. You can not only get my show, you get Jeff and Steve Monday through Friday on Locked On Reds. If you can't follow us along here on YouTube, follow us on your favorite podcast of choice. We are on all of them. Let's get to the turning point tonight.
Time to reveal where the game was won or lost. It's the turning point.
I want to make sure I make mention of this because Greg brings up a really fair and rational point. In all the bad of Elly De La Cruz tonight, which I know those 2 errors stunk, the double and triple gave them a chance to win tonight. So he did his thing, and I think that's very rational to say. Also, one of his outs was very loud, and I don't blame one of his 2 strikeouts. I don't like the last one at the end of the game, but I thought that first one, he definitely was borderline. It was a good pitch by Liberatore. Got to give him credit. Zack Littell tonight, though, was really good as well, our turning point. All right, if you're going to insult Elly, can we at least say his name right, please? It's Elly. Let's just make sure if we're going to complain about him, you have rational points. It's 100% fair. Elly. That's all I'm asking. Politely, of course. So turning point tonight, there could have been a lot of them the way this game went, but obviously it's got to be that 10th inning error, because if that doesn't happen, then we don't lose this game. I have no doubt in my mind, especially when Will Banfield got that hit where Key Brian Hayes got to be the extra runner, the runner in extra innings, the ghost man, as they say. I felt like they really should have won this game. You can't really say about the Dodgers games, but Zack Littell tonight, it took him a bit. He technically is going to qualify for a quality start. 7 innings, 3 earned, does give up 4 total. No walks, 4 Ks, and 2 strikeouts. And what's really cool about that is he really struggled to start the game. He obviously gave up 2 homers early. One of those homers, one of those runs, the unearned one, comes from an Elly error. And so Jay says it here too. Yeah, he needs a day off. I've been talking about that for weeks. So yeah, I'm with you. But Littell, I don't know. He's had a really up and down tenure since he became a Red. He's had 3 really, really good starts and 3 kind of stinky starts. But I'm not sure he's only had 5 overall. So it's like if he has a really bad start, like that start in Arizona, he goes 3 innings. He follows up with a really good one after that. And I think that's what I really like about him. So tonight goes 7 innings where it looks like, they're at one point, they only have Sam Moll up in the 2nd inning throwing, thinking that he's not going to be able to go. And he finds a way to turn around and keep the game going. So that was nice. And I feel like with him, the homers haven't been as bad as everyone kind of was going to make them out to be. They're like, oh, he just gives up too many homers. He's given up 4 in 27 innings. Not terrible. Not awful. I'm not mad at him. So he's done 27 2/3 inning with the Reds so far in 5 starts. That's a 3.9. And other than the Arizona start, really, the Pittsburgh start that he wasn't very good in, they still won that game. So, the Milwaukee start, he was pretty solid. They lost that game, but it wasn't his fault. So I've liked what they've gotten from him. And I feel like we just got to see how this goes the rest of the way. He's going to get a couple more starts, obviously. By the way, it dawned on me tonight. I didn't even think about it because the rumor is next year they're getting a new City Connect jersey. This is like one of the last ones they've had that they've worn that jersey in. And by the way, last time they won a home Friday game was the game that they didn't wear them, that afternoon game against the Braves. So maybe it's time they do move on from them because they'll have them for the Mets next week and the Cubs the last homestand of the season as well. And I think this is fair to say too. I think you can make a case that it's a bad play for both players. But yeah, that ball hits Spencer Steer's glove. If he fields it correctly, then we probably have a different conversation about this game as well. Let's get to our Locked On Player of the Game.
This is the Locked On Player of the Game.
in a game like this where it was really bad, there are a lot of people that have cases. And I think I'm going to lean Brian Hayes. Got on base 3 times tonight, 2 walks, and a huge homer that tied the game up. And obviously played his stellar defense. I loved everything about it. I didn't like, I know he had that strikeout at the end of the game, but I thought he was really, really good, big picture. And just this like turn of events became a Red. He already has more homers as a Red than he had as a Pirate this year. So there was, that part's really nice. And obviously you've seen him kind of hit the ball all over the field. We know what he is defensively. He's been really, really fun to watch for this team. And, he's basically a vacuum over there. He's going to get the Gold Glove. I don't know if he has a chance at Platinum Glove, but I don't know. I think Tatis is probably going to make a case for that as well. He's been really good this year too. But he's certainly going to be in the conversation. And I know that I'm going to go and point this out real quick because I know it's come up a couple times. Wouldn't it have been nice to have Sal Stewart in the lineup tonight? It sure would have been. Instead of Santiago Espinal. Wherever that works. Whatever position he plays. I don't know. Every time I feel like I check a bats like lineup, he's playing a different position. Man, this is pretty awesome. Booster hits a 3-leg parlay of Marte, Elly, and Andujar with one each got in the first inning. That's awesome. But now, maybe tomorrow we can finally talk about a win because, God, I need to have a win. I need to come here and talk about a win with you guys, and I need to feel better about watching this baseball team. Because today, once again, the Reds are losers in extras, 7-5. The Cardinals have 7 runs on 9 hits and no errors. The Reds have 5 runs on 12 hits and 3 errors. Matt Svanson is your winner. He is now 3-0 on the year. Tony Santillan takes his 5th loss of the year. He is now 1-5. And Ryan Fernandez, with his 7.65 ERA and 1.6 WHIP in 20 innings, got the save. Tomorrow, the Reds are back at it. And to GABP as Andrew Abbott takes the hill for the Reds, coming off his worst start of the year. He is 8-4, the 2.62 ERA. He'll be going against Michael McGreevy, who is not the guitar player from Pearl Jam. He is a pitcher for the Cardinals. He is 5-2 with a 4.43. First pitch is at 6:40, so I'll be here hopefully around the same exact time. Everyone, thank you so much for spending some time with me here and dealing with my crotchety old manness during these games. I greatly appreciate it. It's definitely been the worst stretch of the season. Hopefully it turns around tomorrow. I'm Tim Daniel. Enjoy the rest of your Friday night. Maybe have a drink. I'm going to go have a bourbon. I've earned it. I'll talk to you all tomorrow. Go Red Legs.